Hello and welcome back to Calmsden. We are still in the same day of September, and we're just trying to get attached to the lime spreader. Yeah. So, oh, lovely, it's already got some in. Fantastic. So, we are headed to field 4 and field 35, I think it is. And we need to get lime spread, and then we are going to get the slurry tanker and do some slurry spreading so we can get that grassland all sorted, ready for next year when we get our first cut. So let's get round to the field and get topped up with the lime spreader filled to the brim. We can now get into field 4 first. Let's just check the working width. Yep, that's all fine. We're on automatic application. Lovely. Okay, right, let's make a start. Now, I don't think it's going to need a great deal, because it was telling us that it was good when we looked in the last episode, but we want it to be perfect. So, going down, yeah, not too shabby. We'll see how far we get on one hopper full of lime. Second spreader full. We made it to probably about halfway around the headland, I would say. Not too bad at all. So I reckon with this working width, we're probably looking maybe this hopper and another after that, I would guess. So it's not going to take us long at all. And then we can jump into the other field, get that done, and then we can start some slurrying. Okay, so we were right. It's going to be 3-ish hopper loads. 2 in a bit, let's say. The good thing about that is we can get it done a lot quicker. Hopefully that's going to get all covered. A little bit there, maybe. No, surprised by that. Right. Field 4 all done. Now we can get into 35. So I was just looking at prices of things. Wool and eggs mainly. Not wool is April, so we completely missed that. Or I completely missed that. Eggs, not quite yet. Need to actually have a look at the age of some of the chickens. Dad go in earlier, and obviously he sold a few. I don't think they're quite as productive as they get older, so we'll have a look in a bit. I don't know if there's an exact science to it. I don't think I've ever sold any, but we'll have a look and try and keep our egg production at its peak. I don't think we're going to have enough to finish this last bit, but we might do, saying that. Not it's going to be close, but it doesn't really matter if we... Oh, look at that. Never mind, because what I was going to say was, it doesn't really matter if we have to leave lime in here now, because we've got the sulky spreader now, so we can use one for lime and one for fertiliser, so that's no real problem. I'll just try and find the... Or struggle to try and find... There we go. That's going to obviously give me more than enough, but like I said, doesn't matter. We can have a lime spreader and a fertiliser spreader. We are very lucky like that. So we haven't got to swap between the two. But let's get this last little bit done. Get onto the slurrying, and I think once that's done, it's probably a check on the chickens and their age, check on the rest of the animals, make sure they've got enough food, and progress into the second part of September. So while we're down by this chicken pen, I just thought I'd have a look, and I can't see anything that would make a difference, really. It just, the only thing is that they're not reproducing. So are they duff ones? I don't know. Or can they not reproduce because we're at capacity? Because it just says the animal's reached its breeding age. Animals that are healthy and older than 6 months can reproduce. So we've maxed out on the amount of chickens in the pen. So, I think I'm just going to leave it. It's only 1,200 quid, isn't it? So if somebody tells me different, then we'll have a look at it again. So we've got the Massey attached to the slurry tanker. We've already got 12,000 litres in there, so that's good. I was just looking before starting the clip, and I do this all the time. You would think I would learn. I think I need to sort that area out. What was I saying? But yes, we've got 60-something thousand litres of manure sat there, and I don't know whether to maybe sell that at some point. Is there a price for manure? Is there actually a sell point? Bet there is. You'd think it'd be the garden centre, maybe. There we go. Open air garden doesn't buy it. Biogas plant, which we own, so okay. You'd think that maybe the greenhouse, the garden centre would buy it. I seem to remember maybe on other maps in 19 that was the thing, I think. Anyway, right, enough of me rambling on. Let's get some slurry spread. So we're underway. It's yeah, it's going well, as well as slurry spreading can go. I deactivated the automatic application rate, so therefore it's just picking and choosing where it wants to put it on, and I have just stuck it on the walls. That's what's not putting any on now. Let's we'll back up. In fact, we'll lift that up. We'll back up and we'll do it properly. There we go. Oh, we've gone further than I thought. Right. So, and we're off again. There we go. That's better. So as before, it's a variable rate almost now, the slurry. So it's not going to look perfect, but when we get round this corner, I will jump out and show you what the field is actually telling us. Come on. Bird. Not having much luck today. There we go. Right, let's lift that up. Jump out. And you can see where we haven't been is already perfect. And it's at 75 kilograms per hectare. And we're at 135, 130, 125 down here. So it doesn't matter. As I said before, when we did the sort of common land, we can't over fertilise grass. Just means that we'll do this now, and then next time we cut, we won't have to do the fertiliser and the nitrogen again. So yep, all good. And I think we're going to get pretty far off this tank, so we'll do a bit more and catch up in a little while. Second headland nearly complete now, and we've got just 4,000 litres left, which I think is pretty good, to be fair. We've got hundreds of thousands of litres at in the slurry tank, I guess. It's a liquid, so we can got plenty to be going at, which is not a problem. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this, hopefully this pass of this headland done, and then we'll go and fill up and get the main body of the field done. Might also do a bit of landscaping by the manure pit while I'm down there, while I remember, because it does yeah, I keep forgetting and it's getting annoying getting stuck on it. Refilling the tanker. We've done bit of landscaping. Whether it's made any difference or not, we shall see. Oh, it's a bit better. Didn't get stuck this time. So it's got to be an improvement. Right, we'll get back to field 4, get that finished, and get on to sorting the nitrogen out on field 35. Okay, so we've finished field 4. Take that gate post out a bit. Oops. And so we'll get this unfolded. We will, so you can see already, pH is perfect because that's the lime. Nitrogen is perfect. It's within the target, but as I said before, it doesn't hurt, so we can get it on and yeah, just pop up that nitrogen level. So let's get this turned on. We've got just under 8,000 litres, so lovely. We'll get a fair old way with that. Looking good. Brilliant. Okay. In fact, let's just pause there for 1 second and take a look at the precision farming menu. So you'll see, so that's the yield. Ooh. Can clear the yield map on there, clear the yield map on there, and we'll clear it on there. So next time we cut it, we'll get a fresh yield map. The other thing is, so that's the nitrogen map now. Look, you can see the difference between the two, and you can see where we've been there already. And that's a harvested field there, so you can see really, really bad but acceptable in field 35. But we're just going to go over the top and give ourselves one thing less to do in the future. Oops. Note to self, don't cut the corner because there is a wall in that bush. I think we'll get ourselves out of this. Come on, you can do it. Stealth writing. Come on. May have to use some slightly unrealistic technique to right the tractor and the slurry tanker. Bear with me. And just like that, we're sorted. Thank goodness for super strength. Right, so carrying on with field 35. Now, the only thing I've noticed with this slurry tanker is the fact that because it's rear wheel steering, we get caught on the wall. The other thing I've noticed is, come on, that because the dribble bar is so rigid, if it gets to an uneven bit of ground, it just cuts off. It's almost like it's got to be in contact with the ground for it to be applying the slurry. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. The horses have been asked very nicely not to leave the field, and they are doing so far as they are told. Right, let me find the bit I was on about. Here. So there's a slight bump here, and I think there's another bit over there that it wasn't capturing. So we'll try a bit further across into the field and see if that makes any difference. So yeah, that worked. It's caught that bit there, so that's good. We'll try the same over here, I think it was. Now I know this bit is uneven because we even struggled to mow this, but you'd think that it would still dribble. Let's have a look. Come on. Yeah, see, it's bouncing and bopping around. Right, we'll get around the headlands and we'll catch back when we start on the main body of the field. Well, it's a nice steady job this to finish off the day. We'll be at 35% left. It's going down rather well. Can't get those little bits there, but not going to make too much. In fact, actually, I wonder if we reverse to them and try it this way. Will that work? A little bit. And forward, see if that'll catch them. Yeah, very good. Right, just get lined up again and carry on. So I think, as we said, we'll get this bit done and we'll check on all the animals, make sure they're all okay, and then we'll rest into the second part of September, when hopefully we'll have the contracts, maybe possibly hopefully sell some stuff if the price is right. I can't remember who I was watching. I think it might have been Disturbed, without sounding like a fanboy. Was it? Can't remember. Anyway, they were saying about selling perishables. So at the minute we've got peas and butter sat outside, and obviously you wouldn't do that in real life. I know we've got some in the little trailer that the Land Rover is keeping refrigerated, and but yeah, I think maybe we need to do something along those lines and sell it as we get, I don't know, maybe a trailer full or something like that. So something to think about. And yeah, apologies if I can't remember exactly who came up with that idea or said that, because I think it's a very good idea, and yeah, it's yeah, something to think about. Right, I'm rambling. We're going to empty out very, very soon, so we're going to get filled up, get this finished, and move on to checking the animals. There we go, all finished. So what we're going to do is get out of these fields. We are going to check the animals sort of this side of the map first, and yeah, then we can rest, as I keep saying, and yeah, move on to hopefully have more jobs to do around the farm. So let's get this part up here, jump out and close the gate. There we go. Sorted. Right, so first things first, chickens here. Come on, there we go. 8,645 litres. That sounds like plenty. Horses, because we've got more now, haven't we? 10,000 litres. Have some straw. Sorted. I think that bale, or these bales, have been here since we first got the horses, so they've gone down well. Hay's all topped up. Right, on to the animals in the community area. Okay, chickens are good. Got a full pallet of eggs down there. The only ones I think may need food. Oh, the pigs, see, they're all right. They're very happy little pigs. Yes, I know. Right, sheep down here. So much wool. So much wool. Really contemplating a spinnery, maybe. I don't know. It's just having to wait then. So how much we got here? Let's get this around here. There we go. Lively bale. Okay, that's that done there. Sorted. How many pallets we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. We could probably move some of them out of the way. Do we need anything in here? No. Water, seeds, manure. Brilliant. So we could do with actually transporting that up to the oil mill at some point. But that can be a job for another day. Looking forward to getting canola next year so we can make canola oil as well. But I think for this little area we are all good. Ah, no, actually, we'll get out of here, close the gate so the horses can... can what? Cartec, can what? Yes. Oh, I don't know. Losing the plot. Right, so, gates shut, so the horses won't escape is what I was trying to say. There we go. Okay, so that's done. We'll pull down here, go and check on the sheep in the main pasture, and then move on to checking the other chickens and the cows, I think. So they are topped up with a bit of hay. So we can now... There's the dog again. How that dog is still alive, I do not know. Right, we'll get this put away. We can then probably have to move some honey soon. Check on the chickens there, check these cows, and then head down to the new cow farm. Check on those down there as well. Right, just topping up the cows. Total mixed ration. I think probably going to have a bit left over in there, but let's have 50,000 litres of straw. Done the straw, so we've still got 250,000 litres of slurry. We have got plenty. So what we've got left in there, 8,000 litres. Well, I think what I'll do is we will take this off the New Holland and move that out of the way. We'll get it on the Massey. We will go and check the chickens at our main farm. We can then move the honey pallets and then head to the new cow barn. So I'll go and do those few little jobs and I'll see you when we're feeding our new cows. Okay, up at the new cow barn, we're going to give these cows their first bit of total mixed ration. It's not going to hurt them having this, so there we go. Tractor's probably a little bit big, but it's fine. Right, so what's that done for their food level? So they're up to 50,000 litres. So what I think we might do is top up the straw, and then anything's left of the straw we can make another mix of total mixed ration, and we'll start them on that, I think. Right, we've got the JCB. Now, I'm thinking it's always money all the time, but I am wondering whether we need to get another telehandler down at the other cow barn, because obviously moving something like this in between could be a pest, but would you have two telehandlers in real life? Possibly not. So what was that? How much was that in? It's gonna be... Come on, tell me. Really? 9,000 litres. So how much did they need? Strawberries. Might just do it. So we'll try it at this, and then we can always put more in. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying, would you have two telehandlers in real life, or would you just, you know, ride between the two sites and yeah, have to deal with it. So I don't know. It's just more money, isn't it? We want to buy field. What was it? 21. Yeah, 21. So that has to be the focus first, and then see what we've got left over. And talking of leftovers, we've got 2,000 litres of straw. That's a good start for the tail mix ration. So we'll get backed out of here, and we will jump into the telehandler and get a mix started. Right, first ingredients is going to be the hay. So we will get that dropped in. There we go, lovely. Then we'll grab a couple of bales of silage and then top up with some straw, I think. So what do we want? Let's, I'll tell you what, we'll go for the ones on the end. That would be easier, wouldn't it? Saves faffing around. Need to be a little bit lower. They definitely are silage. This, there we go. Not the prettiest of loading, but there we go. And sorry for the silence while I concentrate. Let's just have a jump into the tractor and see how we're doing. Yeah, it's looking like a good mix. Oh, bang on. Super. So we know 2,000 litres of straw, 2 bales of hay and 2 bales of silage. So we'll get this all dumped in now. Wait for the trigger to appear and then load her up. Go. Happy cows. How was it? Tom Pemberton says, happy cows, happy farmer. There we go. Super. Right, so we've got 20,000 litres left, so that can stay there for now. And we will advance time and move into the next day. Now, I'm going to do it a little bit differently to the way we've done it in the past. So, rather than sleep, I'm just going to speed the time up because the issue with the contracts and them sort of disappearing straight after midnight, I'd like to see if that happens again. So I will catch up with you in a few hours' time. Right, so it's just turned midnight. We'll slow the speed right down and we'll go into the contracts menu and we'll just see if there's anything. Okay, nothing at the minute. Now, it might be that there isn't any, but they do tend to spawn. Spawn? There you go. Right, let's have a look now. New contracts. No, nothing. Okay, well, I'll carry on advancing time through and see if anything pops up in the early hours of the morning. Well, it's 20 to 7, and I think by starting the tractor up, we may have disturbed some of the cows. They're still fast off in the field, so we might as well top their food up while we are here. So they are at capacity. So let's get that done. And then we can have a look what there is for us to do. Failing that, we'll be moving on into October. So I have emptied the rest of the total mix ration into the cow's troughs down at the old cow farm, and I was just having a look at prices of things that we've got to sell. So Eggs peak in October, November time, so we'll wait a bit on that. Wool is April, which is really annoying. The only thing really, apart from, well, we haven't got anything else to sell. Oh, honey. Honey, honey, honey. Where are you, honey? No. Again, not. Oh, 16? No, probably not. We haven't got anything else. Sunflower oil. That could be one. 3,672. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Linseed is December, I think we said, didn't we? Yeah. And what else have we got? Sunflower oil. Just looked at that's Feb. Honey is Feb. Cheese. Ooh, cheese from it. 3,556. So when you can sell the cheese, butter is now as well. Excellent. Right, so we'll get all those. We'll get the butter, the cheese, the wait on the sunflower oil, and I think we're also going to sell what milk we've got, because we've got 54,000 litres of it. So that's another 50 odd K in easily. The production dairy is all topped up, so that's not going to need any for a while. So yeah, that is the plan. Milk, cheese and butter. Let's get it sold. Okay, so this is something a bit different for me, but so the bay that we want to sell in is this one here. So what I need to do is just try and work out where would be the best place to trigger to. I think it's going to be this one here. So if we click on that, now I haven't done create edit or target, that one, insert target name. So this is general store, nope, store a one. Hit enter on that. So now if we click this one and change the delivery point, you'll see then it should start unloading the milk. Okay, so what that means now is that will go back down to the milk fill point at the cow barn, and it will pick up and deliver until we are empty. So yeah, happy with that. We can turn off the route, we can turn off the auto drive menu. We'll just wait here to see how much we actually make from that, but yeah, handy to have it automated, helps out. We'll grab the truck in a minute once we know this is going to head off again. So what did we get from that? £33,574 with what looks to be a 10% environmental score reward. Brilliant. Right, hopefully that carries on doing as it should, and we will jump into the Scania. Right, well I had to set the beacon of light as I wasn't actually sure where we were gonna have to go. I don't think I've ever delivered to this part of the sell point, so if we open the curtain and spin round, we should hopefully get the straps off, start selling product. There we go. Beacon of light, move that forward. Pinching the trigger, I think. Now we're going. What are we up to? 50k plus 4895, so 250k there. Not too bad at all. We're still a bit short for field 21, but Never mind, I've just spotted up there, I don't know if you can see it on top of the shed, there's a purple collectible. Oh, sure. How are you supposed to get that? Need to climb up the boom of a telehandler or fly. Right, so let me just check something else while we are here. So, milk-wise, we had another 11,000 litres. So, we've got 20,000 litres then at the new cow barn, haven't we? Yeah, there we go. Okay, right. Let's get plenty of wool. The pigs, how are they doing? See, we could sell pigs at some point. Once they start to reach a good age, we'd be able to sell some of them. Okay, right. I will get the lorry back to the dairy area and go and collect the milk tanker, head down to the new cow barn and get that milk loaded up and sold. Okay, let's get this 19,000 litres of milk loaded up and we'll just double check the best price for that at the minute. So that is going to be General Store Bay 1 still. Okay. There we go. Any more? Nope. Right. Let's head back down to the sell point and yeah, get some more cash in the bank. Right, we're at the sell point. Let's get the milk unloading. Now, the one thing I had forgot that we need, there's always something, is a corn and sunflower header. Now, I think this time round we're probably going to lease it. We'll have to look at the prices when we come to do the harvest. Won't lease it yet because we'll get the daily costs, etc. But yeah, that's something else we need to factor in when we're thinking money. So that's another 30k. Very good indeed. Right, let's get the tanker taken back and we will catch up and decide what we're going to do next. Sunflowers going into the oil mill now. So I'm glad I thought of that. It's going to be worth it in the end. And I think the amount of productions we've got at the minute, it's manageable. I think many more and we'd start to struggle and wouldn't keep up. But yeah, happy with that. So I think what we're going to do now is skip a bit of time, see if some contracts appear, and we'll go from there. We may end up just going straight into October, but we will see. So I'll speed up time a bit and see you shortly. It's just before 2 o'clock in the morning, and look what's appeared. So, sugar beets field 21. Sugar beets field 17. Now, I haven't accepted them yet because, well, 17's a big job. But we really could do with the money. So, I've taken these two weeding ones. I think we will borrow the items for 21 and borrow the items for field 17. So the plan is I'm going to do the weeding contracts now, or as it when we get a little bit lighter, I will then get the equipment up to field 17, both sets, and I'll make a start on that today. I'll finish 17 off screen because it's going to be massive, and then 21 I will record, and that'll be the next episode and whatnot else. Because if I'm not wrong, which I am very often, if we go here, look, see, we've also got our harvest to do as well. So we're going to be busy, but that's what we wanted. What was in field number 9? Cotton. Okay, well, we maybe could do that. That would be a decent income. But for now, let's get it so it's daylight. We'll start the weeding contracts. Like I said, I'll get the equipment up to field 17. We'll make a start on that, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got our weeder, we've got our Massey, and we've set that on course play, doing the weeding in field number 5. So that's going to just plod away at doing that. We can, if we jump out here, thank you very much. I've also taken the contract that's appeared to do the cotton in field 9. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to leg it to the store, get some of the equipment moved, and then yeah, we'll just crack on with the contracts. So this bit of kit is that big that I can't turn sharp enough to get into the field. So having listened to what Farmer R said to me before about I should have reversed into the field, and I think I was planting this crop, I have listened and yeah, paid attention to what you said, Farmer R. So we're on. Let's just try and cut into this field a little bit. Now I think, I can't remember if we fertilised this or not. Let's just have a look. Yield potential, 100% expected yield. Don't know anymore. Right, so let's we'll get a headland done, possibly 2, and then we'll set this off on a worker, because the bales can just self-unload and it'll plod along nicely on its own. Okay, so headland's done. Top end of the field is opened up a lot more so we can get the lorry in to pick up the bales. Harvester is 80% full, so we've not had a full bale off it yet, but that's fine, it'll just drop it in the middle of the field. So that can crack on. We'll get the lorry into the field as well, and then we'll move on to shifting some of the sugar beet harvesting equipment around. Now, I'm not one to rant normally, but has anyone spotted the blatantly obvious mistake that Giants have made when giving somebody a sugar beet contract? So I'm pretty sure that this trailer will not take sugar beet. So tipper, either one doesn't matter. So yeah, okay. Pig food, lime, linseed. Look at that, it doesn't. Really? So, I need to think of what we're going to do. I reckon that we will lease 2 trailers that will actually take sugar beet, and maybe I'll work out the capacity of this, and we'll lease trailers that will match that capacity, and I'm going to refund ourselves because yeah, Giants have messed up. Right, another piece of kit added to the pile of junk that we've been given. So this is actually a potato harvester. Really? In my excitement of actually getting contracts, I hadn't spotted it, so maybe my fault, I don't know. So I'm going to lease another one of these that actually work with sugar beet, and I shall reimburse myself again. Right then, so headland done, one complete headland done, and I'm starting to cut away this top end of the field now, just to give the tractors somewhere to turn. So I've looked at the contract and with the details on. So where are we? Field 17, aren't we? 2.18 million litres we've got to deliver. Oh dear, could be some time. But anyway, I am going to do as I said and crack on with the field 17 harvest. I'm going to get that done, and then next episode will be field 21 sugar beet harvest, and yeah, we'll show that one. Everything else is progressing nicely. If we can just tab through. So that's the tractor going to the delivery point. That's good. We've got the Massey doing the weeding. We've got another sugar beet harvester there. These are junk. And the cotton harvester, how much has that got left? Oh, not long at all. Brilliant. That's going very well. So, yeah, I think bit of a frustrating episode at times, but the money's there now. We've just got to put the work in to get it so we can afford to buy field 21. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.